improvement. Let's talk communication. Let's talk 5 quick hacks to help you to have improved communication. I am sorry. It has been a minute since I've been on. I'm Dr. Ali coming in quickly just to give you some strategies to help you in your communication space. Let me put something on my lips because my lips looking like it needs a little bit of touch up. And I just wanted to just love on you guys today as we talk communication. Now, one of the things about communication is that it's important for us to understand that we got to up our game in communication. We always got to get better. No one is at their perfect optimal level when it comes to communication. So communication skills should be something that you're always working on. So that's the first hack. You always got to be working on it. You always got to be working on how could I improve communication, whether it's communication at home, communication at job, communication in your life, communication in your business. You always want to improve in it. Now, communication has so many different aspects towards it, but today I want to share with you simple hacks to help you to get better every day, right? Being aware is the first key. Being aware where you are right now. Where are you in your communication skills? Would you give yourself, how would you rate yourself? Right? You got to be able to know where you are right now so that you can look back later on and see where your growth is coming from, where your growth has come from. But first, we got to say, okay, where am I now? Am I a great listener? What would I give myself if I was to rate myself on being a great listener? Expressing myself. Can I express myself clearly where others hear me and understand me? And the way you'll know that people are understanding you is that you can see that there's an easy discourse. They're understanding the things that are coming out of your mouth, and they're understanding what your intentions are. Now, sometimes people may choose not to understand. Now, that we don't have any control over, but we want to be aware, are we presenting ourselves in a simple manner? So that's the next hack. Keep it simple. Communication does not have to be complicated. We don't need to use the biggest words. We don't have to show that we're the smartest person in the room, but we can use very simple measures that can help you to convey your thought. Now, when I think about communication, I also want to think about expression and emotions, right? So as we're keeping it simple, we also want to be able to express ourselves. So use your facial cues, use your tone, use your inflections of your sound, use pauses to help you to communicate your thought in a clear, simplistic, but you want to have emotions, y'all. We can't just be out here talking without any level of emotions. It has to be fun, it has to be vibrant if that is your intent. If your intent is to really express yourself in a manner where you want people to take you serious, then you want to make sure that your tone has a certain level of seriousness to it. Now beware, because seriousness can also borderline aggressive. Hi Zamirian, nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Make sure you guys are following. Being serious, we want to manage our tone so we don't come across too aggressive. Aggressive, where it sounds like if we're ready to argue, where it sounds like if we're ready to, we're not, it's just a harsh attack on every sound that comes out your mouth with a lot of anger and just venom behind each tone, and you could just hear it as each sound hits on a very hard measure, right? So that may come across a little bit more aggressive. Some of the things I like to think about to make my communication and to make my sound more with ease. You guys know I'm an Aruba girl. I have retreats out there when I work VIP with clients and help them in navigating themselves and or their businesses. And a lot of things I do is I take them by the water. If you go back and you check some of my videos, you'll see lots of our meditation and lots of our self-work happens by the water. Now you're saying to me, you may be saying to me, water, what does that have to do with communication? Well, I like the ease and flow and the ebbs and how the crescents and the throws and how it goes up and it goes down and the navigating of our sound where it sounds as if it's a wave that's going through. Now, I'm not saying for you to sound as if you're like if you're water, but be aware of how your sound is coming out of your mouth. And if you can think about the ebbs and flows of water and how it goes up and it goes down, and there's inflection and there's a way of hearing the excitement and the sound of your voice, right? And or if we want to make it very serious, we're making it very clear. We're keeping our tone at a level where we can regulate it. but it's very clear that we're also going into a song pattern, into a pattern of flow and ease. Hi, Car. Thanks for popping in. Make sure you guys are following, especially if you want additional communication and life and business tips. Now, so you don't know. So you know, I'm a speech language pathologist. I have been a speech therapist for over 20 years. I am also an audiologist. I'm also licensed and certified in both. And it's so a lot of the message I'm sharing with you are based on scientific space where I've been in this space. I've helped from children to adults in their speech. But another thing that I am is I'm a keynote speaker. I'm also a TEDx speaker. So speaking, where we're now taking this space now of being able to communicate to now communicating not only to one but to many, there's also a science in that. But the hacks are A, be aware. Be aware that communication improvement is needed. You got to get better every day. Work on how can I get better. And if you need help, ask for help. It doesn't matter if your language, whatever your language is, you need to always improve on your communication. What will let you know that you have a good level of communication? The second part is to know where you are. Identify where you are right now so you can see where you want to grow to. Is to see how others are resonating with you. Are they receiving your messages? Do they lean into you? Do they understand what you're trying to say? Third part is we got to keep it simple, right? Keep it simple. Make sure that we're not getting too complicated in what we express. Make sure that we're still out here and we're trying to see, okay, some of us like to go above people's heads and find all the big words and try and make ourselves seem super duper smart. And that's all great. We can do that. But is the other person on the other end understanding you, receiving you? So the key is you can use the big words and you can use other ways of communicating to that other person if they're in full understanding of it. They got to be nodding. They got to be in it. They got to be committed to the conversation that's happening to let you know that you're communicating in a certain manner, right? And then the last one, which I spoke about, is just understanding that communication is key, that you are allowed to practice it, to watch the ebbs and flows of it, to note how your tone is coming off. And we can do another special conversation about tone, about pitch, about the cadence, right? How it flows, how we spoke about the water, use that water strategy. I use it a lot. And so you can see yourself going in with the ease and flow of bringing it across. Now, some people think that speaking in a very soft manner is a way of connecting with those, but you don't always have to speak in a soft manner for it to be ease. It can also be done with clarity. So we want to do a lot of breath work so you have more control of the sound that's coming out of your mouth. You want to be able to breathe in and breathe out. So the more that we do breath work and we're regulating, we're aware of our breath during conversations, during communication, it makes it easier for others to hear us. And it also makes it easier for us to slow ourselves down. Have you noticed when you get super nervous that your speech starts to get very fast and you start to get all confused and it starts to come all over the place because you're nervous? So the more you're able to use these breath work and breath exercises and help yourself ease into the conversation, ease into the flow, ease into the production of your sound, then it helps for the other person to understand clearly and it helps for you to have more confidence in your communication. It's Dr. Ali. I just want to pop by, drop some communication strategies for those of you who need it in your self-improvement. I love sharing all things business, all things personal and life balance, harmony. But one thing I'm super, super excited about is definitely communication because to me it's the key of it all. I want to celebrate my nonprofit organization, Smart Fit Fam, who is, we focus on families with children with autism and other special needs because I'm an autism mom. And we help them in terms of wellness, fitness, and nutrition. For the month of April, which is Autism Awareness Month, we're hosting our Wellness Wednesdays. Yesterday, make sure you follow us at SmartFit Fam. That's our other YouTube channel. Yesterday, for Wellness Wednesday, we covered communication and behavior. So we brought in our two experts, guest experts, Tanya and Tashaya. They're a speech language pathologist and a school guidance counselor, to share strategies to help parents and families to learn how to communicate better and also how to advocate for more support for their children or their child in getting better communication support and behavioral support. So the key about this is that we don't wait until we're older. We don't let the fact that we have certain differences rule us out of doing it, but that everyone gets the opportunity for fair and easy communication, regardless of your disability or your ability level. So I love being able to have that access to that on our Smart Fit Fam page. Next week, Wednesday, we're going to have our social workers talking more about self-care and making sure you learn more about families and how it can help you in navigating the space of autism. But that's just my side gig. That's just my side space. Just letting you know that there is help out there for you. Speech language pathologists are out there to support you. And of course, I'm always out here to support you. Just drop your questions. And if you need to speak with me and or if you need to meet with me, I do have VIP and coaching sessions for support along the way. But now my business people, my CEOs, my folks out there, we got to get it. Communication is key. Communication is everything that we need in our business, and we always want to up level in our communication skills. I believe every year we should be working on how can we get better? How can you get better? And that's why I keep showing up and dropping these little YouTube sessions so you can use little quick hacks to help you to navigate the space. I'll catch you guys later. I hope you enjoyed my quick little drop in. I just wanted to make sure that I came back. It's been a minute since I've done my live YouTubes. Life has been lifing, but I have not forgot about you and I've not forgot about the support that we can give each other. Have a blessed and amazing day. It's Dr. Ali, and I am out.